everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to my channel. Now the first thing to address is my woman t-shirt. I once had this random guy say to me, if you shaved your head you'd look like a man. So just in case I spontaneously shave my head, everyone still will know my gender with this t-shirt. So anyway, what this video is about, you've probably guessed by the title, is the fact that I left my full-time job. So I just wanted to give you a bit of background on why I left, what I'm doing now, any advice for you, things like that. Just kind of put this in an announcement on my channel. So obviously the main aim when I was going to university was to probably end up in a job and end up doing that full time. But as I was at university, my blog and things in fashion started to grow. Started out by doing modelling. And through those modelling photos, I started to put them places and people started to be interested. People started to look towards me as someone to go to for fashion. And being an influencer wasn't as big at that time. So I then thought, why not start a blog? So I started my blog, I started putting all my modelling photos on my blog and all over my social media. And it just grew from there. But still, by the time I finished university, which was a year ago, I needed to get a full-time job. I worked hard in university, got good grades. I worked loads of student brand manager jobs. If you'd like to know more about student brand manager jobs, then let me know and I'll make a video on that because I know that's something really interesting. But just a quick overview, I was a student brand manager for Boohoo, online clothing company, Propercorn, popcorn company, which I've now seen in Geneva, so it seems to be going a bit more international, and then also a student brand manager, or what we called a glambassador for Soap and Glory, which is kind of a beauty makeup company that you can find in Boots. So I worked hard, I did well, I came to the end of uni and I thought I don't really want to risk it with my blog, I don't really know where it's going, I wasn't 100% certain, so I'll find a full-time job. So from getting my degree and all my student brand manager stuff, I moved into a full-time role in PR and marketing. Straight away I noticed how much more difficult it was to keep on top of brand collaborations and content and things like that, much more difficult than I thought it was. The thing is, especially once it's going into the winter, when you come back from work, you have no time to film or anything because there's no natural lighting, and a lot of my photos I take outside and you need natural lighting. So it was two things that were difficult. It was also working 9 to 5, but then as well as the not having much lighting when I came home from work. So I couldn't get all my content done. I felt like I wasn't being able to put as much effort into collaborations as I wanted, which was really difficult. So I started to immediately look towards putting more time into my blog and putting more time into my social media. And by the time I got to about 6 months, I'd started to be a few times picked up in the press about different things that I was doing. My blog was going really well. I was getting some of the best collaborations ever. So it got to the point where it was almost a now or never. So it was either stay in a stable job but miss out on all these amazing opportunities, or take the amazing opportunities and maybe it's not as stable and secure, but I get to experience all this stuff that I never would have normally experienced if I hadn't just gone for it and made the effort and taken the risk. So what I did a few weeks ago was take the risk, leave my full-time stable job and become a full-time fashion blogger. I'm also doing social media management / consultancy for various companies. Sometimes it's just providing them with sort of a media kit which helps just give them a bit of advice and it's a one-off, or it's ongoing support. So that's one thing, and then like I also said, it's my fashion blog, YouTube, social media, brand collaborations, things like that. It's been going really well. I thought that I might be stressed out, it might not go as well as I thought it would. But it's been going so well. I've been growing all my social media channels. I've been getting some amazing blog collaborations. I've been talking with some really good people about social media management and consultancy, talking with some really great companies. I also have things in the work with different companies for influencer stuff. Obviously, as I've recently announced, I have Miss Devon. So on the whole, I think it was an amazing thing to leave my job. It's one of those things that is really, really scary, but it's definitely paid off. Every single day I get to do what I love, I get to be flexible, I get to choose my own hours. I sometimes work till really, really late in the evening, but start a bit later in the morning, or the other way around, I start earlier in the morning, finish earlier in the evening. I get to, be more flexible, I get to be my own boss. I have really good creative control, and I just love every single day creating content and engaging with brands. If you're someone who's ever been questioning whether you should leave your job and pursue something else, and you've been questioning it loads, I think it's definitely worth the risk. And the thing is, if it doesn't work out and you try it for a year or two and it doesn't work, you can easily try and move straight back into full-time employment again, which is what I think I'd do if things didn't work out. But it's better to try it than to regret not doing it for the whole of your life. I think there's obviously the thing of you've got to be a little bit careful, you want to be a little bit financially secure, you start to pay rent, you start to pay the bills. But if you think you have a good foundation, then make sure to just go for it, be brave, because I've done that and I've loved every single moment. I think in general, leaving my full-time job and doing exactly what I want to do and pursuing my dreams, this is something that I've dreamed about probably since I've been 15. I've wanted to be a fashion blogger influencer since I've been like 15, so it's amazing that I get to do this. I know so many people who doubted that this even was a career opportunity back when I was younger, and now it totally is, and I'm just living my dream really. So my advice to you is that if you want to do it, just go for it. Be brave, it's definitely going to pay off in the long run, and make sure to work really hard. I know something that I've had to do is work a lot longer hours than I had to do in my 9-to-5 job, but it's something that I enjoy and it's my passion, so it feels like I'm not working. It feels like all day I'm not working, even if I sit at my desk for 12 hours and I'm editing and creating content, writing emails, etc. It doesn't feel like I've worked at all because it's what I love. I just wanted to make this video to tell you that I have left my job and that I have a lot more time to create content, but also to give you the message to follow your dreams, and if you feel stuck somewhere, then just to follow exactly what you want to do and not let anything stop you whatsoever. So that is all for this video. As I always say, leave questions down below. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you very soon in my next video, everyone. Bye!